All right, awesome. Well, girls, welcome to my Premasati Yoga Palace. Do you guys like it?
Yeah, it's dope. It's a vibe.
Cool. So basically, what we're going to be doing, it's a big meditation session, but also yoga. They go hand in hand. It's all about awareness, right? You just want to be aware. So if you guys don't know what meditation is, essentially, you want to focus on your breath, right? The in and the out. Feel the actual physical sensation of the breath going in your nose and out, right? So this whole time, we're going to try and focus on the breath, okay? And this is what this is for, okay? So if you stop focusing on the breath, no worries. Just when you notice that you're not focused on the breath, focus on it again, right? So you're going to forget, but then this is what this is for. So sometimes I'm going to ding this bell, and that's your cue to refocus on the breath, right? Okay, makes sense? So the first part of Premasati Yoga is really just getting into a spiritual space and talking about the nature of existence, because if you're in this mystical space to start out, you're more likely to have some cool experiences during it. So basically, I want to start out by asking you guys, what the hell do you think all this is? Like, what do you think reality is? Does anyone have any sort of answer?
No.
So right here, you're here right now experiencing, right? There are colors, shapes, you're seeing stuff, you're feeling stuff, you're hearing stuff, right? You have this experience going on, right? And that's really all you know, is this direct experience. Like, what is it? And why is it here? And how did it get here? You guys have any idea?
No.
I mean, you guys have any, like, religious or spiritual beliefs growing up and stuff?
Yeah, but not now.
Yeah, I think I believe in, like, energy.
Yeah.
I got you. Cool. Energy definitely exists. Yeah. I like it. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you guys seem like you have a pretty blank slate that we can work with, which is good. Because if you have really strong beliefs, it's really hard to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? So, basically, now one belief that I believe that you guys do have that you don't even realize is really a belief, you just kind of take it for granted, right? You guys believe that we're living in this physical, objective, material reality. So essentially, evolution happened, you had this dumb matter that started becoming smart, and it gave rise to humans, right? And that's why you're here. And essentially, you could disappear right now, and the universe would still be there, right? That's what you guys think, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, what's really going on is something quite more profound. And what I want you to do during this whole exercise is stop making any of those assumptions, right? Only focus on what you actually know. And what do you actually know? Well, that you're experiencing, okay? This direct experience, the present moment, okay? Because that's all you actually know. Everything else is just stories and concepts that you're telling yourself. And the problem is we get so attached to these concepts, we lose the divinity of the present moment. And we get caught in ignorance, right? So all these concepts and ideas about reality are great, but they're not necessarily the truth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, for example, you think that this bed is made out of some solid material, right?
Yeah.
At its base. But I want you to think of if you were in a dream, okay? So what if you were in a dream right now, and you went and touched this bed, okay?
I'll probably fall through into something else.
Well, I mean, in the dream,
For real, yeah.
Into a
You could.
different life.
Like, yeah. For real.
but in the dream, you could still touch a physical hard bed in the dream, right?
Well, I can't fight in my dream. I try. It doesn't work that way.
Can anyone touch something in a dream? Is that possible? Can someone touch something in a dream, right?
Yeah, because it's a dream.
I don't think I've ever touched anything.
In a dream?
I
Interesting.
don't really remember.
You need to raise your DMT and then you'll dream a lot better. That's the cool thing, yeah.
Smoke so much weed too.
Yeah, I feel you. So basically, the idea is that even though you touch something in a dream, does that mean that it's made of material at its core? Well, no, right? It's made of what? What's it made of? Exactly. It's made of mind. Okay? So in a dream, everything seems real and stuff, and you can touch stuff, you can hear stuff. There's physics, there's science. You could do science in a dream. It might be different from science. You know, it might have different laws of physics and stuff.
Because there is no laws in a dream.
Well, I mean, no, it depends on the dream. Some dreams have laws. Some dreams that you go and touch a
I
ball.
know,
and
but
you
I'm
can't
saying
do
it can be like anything now.
It could be. It has the potential.
Yeah.
If you were somehow able to realize it was a dream and start manipulating it and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now,
Like lucid dreaming.
yeah. So, what makes you think that this is not a dream?
I don't know, it could be. People have been lately getting me into like
Yeah.
simulation, like the fact that we're in simulation or some shit.
Here's the thing about a simulation, right? Simulation implies that there's technology at its base, but then what is that technology housed in, right?
Machino.
Right, but then what is that machine housed in, right? What's the base of
In
everything?
outer space.
Right, but then what is that
Isn't it
space in? How did
knowledge?
that space get created?
I don't know.
Right, so that's when you dig down deep enough, that's what you'll actually
Do
find.
you know?
Is the answer?
Do you
Yeah,
know how space
yeah.
was like here?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah,
I
so
don't know.
I'll let you guys ask me all the questions you want, but I just want to get across the point that what we were actually living in. And by the way, don't take this as some dogma or some teaching or some philosophy, right? I'm just trying to give you motivation to find this yourself, because I'm claiming that all this can be verified through direct
I
experience.
have this.
Nice, it's
It's
cool.
like,
Yeah, too.
I have it in tapestry though.
Really? It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I
It's
just
nice and
noticed
colorful. I love
that. I was like, yo, I have this.
it. Yeah, but so
Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. I like it. There's a reason why Buddhist monks meditate for 50 years, right? It's to find this incredible truth that what we're living in is essentially a dream. But
Why do we wake up?
why do we wake up?
Yeah, and it like, why do we keep waking up if it's a dream?
You mean like waking up every morning?
Yeah.
Well, you're simply going from one dream to the next. It's all part of the dream, right? All this physicality, all these society,
Inception.
friends. Yeah,
So
what's
if
up?
I die, I'm
Inception.
gonna wake up
Yeah.
a different person or something?
If you, well, we can talk about that. Let's get into that in a
Okay,
minute.
so
Yeah, you can
another
ask me all that
belief,
questions.
Alright,
Yeah,
keep going with your
Sorry.
I'm interested.
you're good. Yeah, of course. Isn't this interesting though?
Yeah.
Because think about this. This is really all that matters, right? You'll go out to 6th Street and have conversations with dudes, and it'll be the most mundane, boring stuff that doesn't
I
even
don't
matter.
talk to strangers.
Right? Really?
No.
I feel you. But yeah, this speaks to all of us at our core, right? Because we're all wondering what this is,
Yeah.
unless you actually find it, because it's possible. It's a big assumption that you can't find it until like you die or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that. It's just a huge
But I
assumption.
feel like people know.
Some
They
do.
just don't want to tell us. Or something.
Oh, you think like the government is like hiding
Yeah.
it? I don't think so, because if
I feel that.
this is the thing about the truth.
Conspiracy theory.
When people find it, it comes with complete, and some people argue against this, but when you fully find it, it comes with complete morality, complete compassion. You see the rest of the world as you, right?
Yeah.
And so it doesn't come with all this secretive, like you would want to share it. Everyone that finds this wants to do nothing else other than share it to the world, right? So that's why I can promise you the government doesn't know this. They might know stuff about like aliens, they might be covering up like that kind of stuff, right? But not this. So what this is, right? This is literally your infinite imagination, okay? You are actually creating this and imagining this right now. You just don't know it. Why? Because if you knew it, you couldn't have this human experience, right? So just as in a dream, sometimes you don't know that you're in the dream, right? But it's still your mind creating the dream. That's what this is. You are literally creating this dream, but you've made yourself forget in order to partake in this game, this dream, right? So what does that make you? You're the creator of everything.
Me?
You're literally the creator of all of this. It makes you God.
Oh. I don't think so.
I mean, I don't believe in God, so I can see
Me
it.
neither.
Right, but
Well, I believe.
you don't
like,
believe in
I read
a
that-
certain type of God, as
Yeah.
like a man in the
Yes,
sky.
But I
Yeah.
mean, like I told you earlier, I read that book, Think and Grow Rich, and like literally the whole purpose of that book is that like you could do what you want. Like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
You
anything
can
you
still
put your
do what
mind.
you want right now.
I know. I'm saying like you can do like you create everything. Like
Yeah.
anything you want around you, you can create it. Like any energy or anything you want around you, you can create it. But it's all because of their thought. Like
This
the
is-
thoughts in your mind.
This is the incredible journey of life, is that you are actually waking up. And again, don't think of it as such a narrow perspective as this lifetime. Throughout all your lifetimes, you are actually waking up to the fact that you are actually this all-powerful mind. And you'll actually be able to manipulate reality more and more. We're already manipulating reality now, you don't even realize it, through things like the law of attraction, right? You simply think thoughts, manifest them, and then these opportunities will arise that you wouldn't have seen if you were thinking more negative thoughts, I guess. And that's kind of this way to manipulate reality. But what will happen, these ancient yogis in India, it's really undeniable when you really look at the evidence. I mean, they start having these certain powers, like kind of psychic powers, telekinesis type stuff. These have been actually well documented, that once you raise your consciousness to a certain level, you begin to manipulate reality more and more. And that's essentially what this is, you, right? You are God, and you tricked yourself into thinking that you weren't in order to give you context of what God is, right? You couldn't understand what God is, this all-powerful, incredible mind, if you first didn't realize or have the experience of being this finite little human, right? Does that make sense? Everything depends on each other. Everything is compared to something else, right? So you can't have up without down. It's impossible, right? You can't take away down what is up. It's nothing, it's just space, right? You literally cannot understand the concept of up without down. So this is what your infinite mind is doing, okay? It's creating all these comparisons. And one of the comparisons that it needs to have is, think about it, it's the most incredible little game and story that it's telling itself. It had you grow up as this little finite human, and it implanted this concept of God in your mind, right? As like the best thing in the world, right? And then you get to wake up to the fact that that's what you actually are. And you see, reality is literal perfection. And it might be hard to see it now, but you will. It's inevitable. The whole world is actually in the process of waking up. So, yeah. No, ask me some more questions. I'm excited because I think you guys are like actually into this, which is dope. Some people completely reject it, which is sad, right?
No, it's interesting.
Yeah. So ask me the one thing.
How do you know all this?
Through deep hours and hours of meditation, and also
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself.
How can you do it by yourself and not get in your head?
Well,
That's
you
the
do get in your
point,
head.
that you get in your head. That's the point of meditation.
Like bad stuff
Well,
in your head.
But that's the meditation teaches you to like differentiate. Like you can push
anxiety or some shit.
So
yeah,
you do-
but you can push that. Meditation actually helps with lots of things like that because like you gain control over your own mind with meditation.
That's
the point
exactly
of
how it works. Yeah, so you teach yourself to be aware of the thoughts, but don't attach yourself to them, right? Because you'll find that these thoughts are just coming up in your mind, and you don't really have control of them. They're actually just coming out of nowhere. Like, you're not creating the thoughts, or the you that you think you are. Because right now you think that you're this body and mind. This is really just the avatar that you're experiencing as God, right? So now your subconscious mind is giving you all these thoughts, right? And some of them are useful, some of them are not. But they're not you. They're just part of the experience. And this is what meditation really teaches you. It teaches you to be detached from your thoughts. And of course, it also shuts out the default mode network, which is the physiological, like...
Mirror.
Yeah, like, really, you can call it the ego, right? Which is really just the ignorance and the falsehood of this individualistic self, right? So when you shut off the default mode network, you get rid of the ego, what is left is the true experience, right? You actually understand and know what all this is. So I'm not like, when I talk about this to you, this isn't some concepts that I think, oh, this could be cool. No. I'm literally experiencing right now everything that I'm saying. It's incredible. That's why I'm like the happiest guy in the world. That's why I went from picking up girls shirtless on 6th Street to now I'm like a spiritual teacher, right? Because this is all that matters, really. Life is all about raising your consciousness and finding out these incredible truths of the universe. It's dope. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is cool.
This is cool, isn't it?
This is
Right?
cool.
And this is the cool thing about this yoga. This yoga is specifically designed to help you realize these truths.
Do you have sessions?
Oh no, we're doing a session right now.
No, like I'm talking about like a weekly session.
Yeah, you guys can come over and do this all the time. Like,
dope.
yeah, this is what I love
She's
to
like,
do.
I'm ready.
That'd be cool.
Signing up.
Oh,
Yeah.
just wait until you actually try it. It's a very interesting type of yoga, specifically designed to remove the separation from self and other. Because what you'll realize is that there is no other. Think of this as a dream, right? In a dream, when you go up to another person, is that person somehow like other than you? Like they have some other, they're another being with like their experiences as well? No, like in a dream, you're the only experience going on.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the deepest level of this. This is what's hard to understand, right? Is that if you're experiencing right now, that's the only experience in existence. Like that's how existence works. It's God experiencing something. Now that doesn't mean that the rest of us aren't real, right? Because God, as you, could also hop over and experience them. And that's kind of happening in like a little alternate reality, right? So you, like the experience that's behind your eyes right now, is the exact same as the experience. I'm not saying the contents of it are the same, but the context, right? It's the same player. Each of these characters is being each one of these characters is being experienced by the same player, right? And that's really hard to grasp. You don't even have to worry about that. That's like the
I'm
really
like,
the final level.
That's my head.
Yeah, I know, right? That's like the final level. That's why I tend to not even talk about that because that's like the deepest level, and you don't have to worry about that to get a lot of it. There's so many facets of
We're
it.
beginners here.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm expert. No, I'm just kidding.
So I say, you know what? Let's just. I think that was enough. I think you guys are into it enough. Let's just start with some like meditation, right?
Okay.
And then we'll do some breathing, and then we'll do some cool poses, right? So also, Foley, how long have we been going on the camera?
Say 16 and a half minutes.
Awesome, so cool. Also, at this time, I want to introduce the amazing Andrew Foley. Andrew, get in front of the camera.
What's up with it?
So this, Mr. Andrew Foley is our little videographer today. He is an amazing dude. He throws the most epic parties in Austin, right?
Yeah.
Incredible. You need
Mansion
to go.
parties, concerts, everything. You name it, I do it. You already know.
You need to go follow him on Instagram. So go follow him on Instagram if you want in on the best parties in Austin.
Right here. Follow right here. Andrew Foley 1001.
Hell yeah, dude.
Follow
Awesome.
me right now. Let's go.
Dope. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you.
Oh
Awesome. So,
Rolling out.
so the first step to really getting in and realizing these truths, getting into this mystical space, is we're shutting off our default mode network. And that's what meditation does.
Yeah.
So, what does that mean? That means you should focus on the breath. You guys were forgetting, right? You guys were forgetting to focus on the breath, didn't you?
She said it.
Right? And it's hard when you're talking, for sure. But that's
I
what...
just get anxiety.
Were we supposed to
have
focus on our breath that whole time?
Wait,
Yeah.
do you have that nasty
I know it's hard, right? But that's
I
okay.
didn't know you were starting anything. I was like, not.
No, but that's the thing. It's like...
You weren't breathing?
No. Well, yes, I was breathing. I would have been purple right now
So,
if I wasn't breathing.
I've actually done...
Obviously.
I've gotten to the point where I've done full days of breath awareness, where throughout each second of the day, I've been aware of the breath, and that really helps.
I got a hit.
Really helps hone in your concentration skills and stuff like that. So what I want us to do is let's get in a little semicircle here, if we can. So yeah,
Power circle.
little semicircle. So
You
yeah,
have a hole, dude.
I do. I know.
You know how to sew?
Huh?
You know how to sew?
I don't. You want to sew these for me?
No, I don't know how to sew. I hear me.
I think that this kind of goes with the
I
vibe.
mean, like, you can learn.
Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe that'll be a cool. It could be a meditation technique on the side, learning to sew.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
basically.
do you hold hands or something?
Maybe in a minute. Well, just at the start, basically I just want to take some time to really just focus on the breath. We'll just do it for really a minute, right? And so all you're going to do is focus on the breath. And when your mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath. It's not bad when you start thinking thoughts. It's being aware of the thoughts. I think now, like, I'm trying to put a freaking plan together to save the freaking world, all right? I have so many thoughts
Really?
coming into, yeah, I have
Like
so,
what?
this is part of it, right? This yoga is going to be so fun, you'll see. It's tricking people into meditating, right? They're in here, ooh, I want to do some cool yoga with some girls, but really, what it's doing is just, teaching people how to meditate, right?
Yeah.
They start in it with that, but then they realize, oh wow, I'm actually getting some profound spiritual experience out of it, you know? So that's the idea. So basically what I want you to do is, yeah, just breathe in and out. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, just focus on your breath. And again, yeah, don't let the silence be awkward. Like, there's no reason for it to be awkward. We're all,
You're just like looking.
I feel good.
yeah, we're all good friends here.
And
So.
she's like really pretty, so I'm like, yeah,
Exactly.
you're
Admire each
really
other.
good.
Admire the beauty that you have imagined, right? You imagined this beauty right here. Your mind has imagined this beauty. So yeah, just focus on the breath in and out. And yeah, your mind's gonna wander, right? You're focusing on the breath right now, but you're also hearing me talk. Just notice what you are aware of, right? In each moment of existence, you have something in your attention, right? The main focus of attention, which there really can only be one main focus of attention, but then you have stuff going on in the background that you're also aware of. So you want the main focus of attention to be the breath whenever you can, and then also notice the things that you're aware of in the background, like me talking and stuff, right? So yeah, and I'll be hitting this whenever I can. That basically just means focus on the breath.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Why are we the same?
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a breathing exercise to really get the energy flowing. And one thing that you can do while focusing on the breath that you want to do in yoga as well is focus on body awareness, right? And just how your body feels,
Posture.
right? You don't necessarily, yeah, don't worry about the posture too much. It's good to have it, but I mean, like, focus on the sensations of the body, like how the body feels, right?
My body hurt.
And so in yoga, we'll be doing certain breathing, and you'll be able to feel how the body sensations change as you breathe, right? So breathe in and feel how like your stomach actually changes in sensation as you breathe, right? So, but basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the body sensations flowing like crazy. We're gonna do something called shamanic breathing. Okay?
How you breathe?
I mean, there's a lot of different ways to breathe. Basically, I'm gonna teach you. So we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something called shamanic breathing, which is really gonna get the energy flowing.
Okay.
Okay? So it's gonna be 21 really deep breaths. So it's something like. Right? Now again.
I don't know if I want.
Again.
Like breathing in through your mouth.
Yeah, breathing in through your mouth. And again,
Like
it might.
fish out of water type shit.
And it might seem kind of awkward, but.
And I look straight in.
This is a cool, yeah. And we'll all do it together in a minute. But this is a cool thing.
I don't
Remember
think
that.
our boobs do what your boobs do.
Can you like this?
There's a girl at my job that can do
Wait,
that.
are you talking about the cowgirl girl?
No, the girl with like
this
red
girl in the
hair.
cowgirl just walks around and just does that with her boobs. I'm like, dude, like,
Yeah,
what's
but
going on?
because they have the muscles under there. I've been
Can I
working
get that
out,
on my
like upper
face?
body. Like, oh, okay.
Try that on my face.
I can do this on your face.
Oh, I can do a lot of things on my face.
So basically,
Is this what we're sitting like?
no,
now?
you guys can chill like this if it's comfortable.
Okay.
It is
He
just,
said I'm the higher power.
I'm higher power.
oh,
I'm Big Mama.
if you want, you guys can switch over to this too. Let's see. Do we have other?
Okay, so what
You
are
got-
we doing? Breathing out of water or something?
So basically, and again, when things seem awkward, being aware of the awkwardness, right? You just want to be aware, okay? Because it'll eventually fade. Huh?
I don't think it's awkward.
I don't think it's awkward.
hilarious.
Okay, awesome,
I think
cool.
it's funny.
Awesome, cool.
Like,
Now,
we're
try not to laugh during it because that kind of ruins it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Because when you laugh during it, it kind of it messes up the breath.
Yeah,
I
so
guess.
you have to be serious about it.
Not a big deal, not a big deal, but I'm saying if you want to get the most out of it, like just try not to.
Okay.
If you do, no big deal. Again, you can't do anything wrong as long as you're aware. You'll find that awareness is curative.
I just
Dave-
can't look at y'all when y'all do it.
Yeah, exactly, don't.
That's what I'm not on.
We'll get practice at it. So awareness is curative. They've done studies where they actually just have people meditate where when they're smoking cigarettes, they quit. Because if you're really aware, you actually won't do anything that harms you. Right? It's just people only do things that harm you because they're unaware of it.
You
Right?
guys were giving us a pep talk.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So basically, we're gonna do 21 deep breaths. We're gonna do them like go off me. Follow my cadence, right? Follow my breath because you guys are gonna want to go faster than we should. Okay? Now at the end on 21, and I'll remind you of this. You're gonna breathe in as deep as you can, and then do a breath hold. Right? So a breath hold is like you hold your breath.
Like
So
10 seconds.
yeah, for 10 seconds. So on the 21st breath, breathe in and hold. You're almost like, and you kind of push the air. You don't breathe out, but you push the air as if you're blowing a balloon, but you're not blowing air into the balloon. It's like you're blowing it just into your mouth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's kind of that pressure against your head. So you're breathing in, and you kind of create that pressure throughout your whole body by kind of blowing out without blowing out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, how to get rid of hiccups.
Yeah, so that's on the last breath hold. So as deep breaths in as you can, okay? So follow my lead. We're gonna start right now. Okay, ready?
With our mouth, right? Breathing
Right,
in
like-
with our mouth.
Yeah, like that. So just as deep as you
And
can.
I like it just moves so much.
Yeah, you can do this.
Pectorals,
I like to
our
actually, this is called like, I like to call it like the arching cat, but you can do this if you want. Just
Some Tina shit.
Dude, that must, my like chiropractor
Tina.
makes me do those stretches.
I do
Oh wait,
too. Bob's
but then
yeah, it's kind of a Kundalini yoga move. So yeah,
Kundalini.
whatever helps you guys
No.
breathe in more, right? Okay. So you guys ready?
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Try and be serious if you can. Not a big deal if you mess up, but just you'll feel it more.
Got the giggles.
You'll feel it more if you actually don't laugh. Okay. So ready? And hold.
That made me lightheaded.
I just saw Andrew.
I think you were going really fast.
Yeah, I was
Is that-
like having a hard time
Yeah.
there. Like,
Really? You guys
I
have been
think
down a
I
bit slower?
spoke a little bit too much.
That's like
I
right,
figured.
really
All
slow.
right, let's do 10 more really slow
I know, I
and
was
then
like,
hold on the
okay,
10.
am I
Okay,
trying
ready?
to like hyperventilate?
10 more really slow and then hold on the 10. Okay, ready? And hold.
I felt like that was really fast too.
No, I feel like that felt good, kind of like a release or something.
Like lightheaded. Yeah, that made me lightheaded.
And yeah, just sit and then kind of meditate during it. Just kind of focus on, well, you're actually, I do a breath hold at the end too, where I just kind of focus and hold my breath for as long as possible. But yeah, how'd it feel? You feel kind of like tingly a little bit? You feel the body sensations going? You should feel some tingling in your body. So yeah, that's just an extra little object of awareness. So when you breathe in and out, focus on your breath, and then you can, focus on the body sensations too. So that is the shamanic breathing. And you could do that, if you do that straight for like an hour on and off, you can see how that can kind of...
I would pass out.
Really? I mean,
No, you wouldn't.
you don't actually really pass out, but you can get to a place where
You're so
you get in, it's kind of like a
outer
psychedelic
body,
trip, right?
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Meditation's pretty cool. I was into it for a little bit of COVID, but really good.
Yeah, of course. And you'll see that you're gonna leave this experience like the present moment's gonna seem better because you're focused on your awareness, right? And so the colors are gonna be a little brighter, right? You'll see benefits right away from this, right? So like to me, compared to how it was 4 years ago, everything seems so bright, vibrant, music sounds better, foods taste better, all these senses are like heightened, right? So yeah, so you guys wanna actually start trying the yoga techniques?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So basically, alright.
Andrew keeps going in like,
I just have people ask me what I'm doing, so I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like doing yoga.
Andrew's like watching people do yoga.
so basically, so what I'll show you guys, we're gonna get into the basic, what I'll call, actually, so me and Alyssa will do it. We're gonna get into the basic yab yum posture. So basically, we'll get in the yab yum position, right? It's the standard position that partners wanna be in. Chakras are aligned, you're on like the exact same level, and yeah, it really just helps the energy flow between the two of you. So you guys can scoot back just a little bit, right? And then I'll show you what you guys can do in a minute. So we're gonna be in the yab yum position and then actually do a breathing exercise, right?
Okay.
So basically, all right, so I'm gonna be right here. Oh yeah, this takes up less room than I thought, and then you're gonna get on my lap.
Oh my god, like how?
So basically, you just sit on my lap and you wrap your legs around.
Oh, like I know, I'm like the spider position on a swing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. So just get on
I
my
was
lap.
thinking something else.
Okay, and then scoot up all the way. Okay, and then just wrap your legs around. Okay, feel like comfortable and stuff?
Sure.
It'll get more comfortable. We're gonna do a lot of techniques because I know it seems awkward right now. All right, but that's the thing, right?
Just nice.
We can get the purpose of Premasati yoga is actually to get it's awkward right now, but the goal is actually to get so comfortable that the separation between self and other is gone,
Okay.
and that's possible, right? That can happen. We open up our minds so much, hold nothing back, no filter, right? And actually just act completely real in how we want to act. The separation can completely vanish. It's like we're hanging out with ourselves. That's really what we are. Remember, I'm simply an appearance in your infinite imagination. Okay? So stop thinking me as like I'm this other person with this, experience going on behind my eyes.
Okay.
It's just you. It's just you, and I am just like.
Me.
Exactly. I'm just like this object that you imagine for your own benefit, for you to play with, So, seriously, that's what's happening. Like, I'm not making that shit up. I mean, that's what's going on. You're imagining all this, and I'm just part of your imagination, and you're doing this for your benefit, right? Okay, so basically, this is the position, okay? And I want to start out with something called rainbow breathing, okay? So this helps because it really helps you focus on the breath, okay? And you're doing it with a partner, so it's less likely for your mind to stray, okay? So when I breathe out, like with my nose, you're gonna breathe in through your nose, okay? And then when you breathe out through your nose, I'm gonna breathe in. And see, you're gonna feel the breath going in your nose, down to the bottom of your spine, and then back up.
That's weird.
Right?
Synchronized
Like, that's cool,
breathing.
but it's weird.
Yeah, and then so basically the normal posture is like I would have my hand on like your sacral chakra and then just up here like on your heart chakra. Okay? And you can do the
Can I
same.
do the same?
Yeah. Okay. So basically that's what we're gonna do.
I'm
So,
like.
so yeah, I mean whatever's comfortable, use whatever hand. But yeah, so here, like yeah, so like that. Okay?
Okay.
And then basically, so I'm gonna breathe out to start, okay, and then you breathe in. Okay, so ready? Oh, and then by the way, so we're actually supposed to look into each other's left eye. This is called soul gazing, and it seems like it's tough, it's awkward, right? It makes us really vulnerable, okay? But this is what helps. I know, right? This is actually it's what helps actually destroy the boundary between self and other. And by the way, so quick disclaimer: trauma can come up during this, right?
Yeah, that's not like.
But
She's like, I'm scared.
I know it can be scary, right? But trauma is
I'm not
part.
trying to cry in front of the camera, bro.
Well, this is the thing. So trauma.
Let's get real, you guys.
If you want to purify your mind, you're going to actually have to go through that eventually, right? If you have repressed trauma, you want to go through it because that actually purifies your mind.
Thank God I'm due.
So if that happens, do not hold back. If you want me to cut that out, of course I'll cut it out. But that's like, you should be wanting to go through the trauma, right? I know it's tough, but it will actually purify the mind. But so yeah, so basically, so let's do a couple more breaths and then we'll get them in on it too.
Okay.
That'll even enhance this even more. Okay, so into the left eye, and then
I
yeah,
am looking in your left eye. Right?
Yeah. Awesome. And so I'll breathe out to start. Okay, ready? I know it's so
like, you like squinted your eyes and you're like really. Okay.
Yeah, and then just focus as hard as you can, like on the eye specifically.
I can
and
see y'all's
on your breath too.
energy.
I know, yeah, it's awesome, right? Okay, ready? So I'll breathe out to start. Okay, just a couple more, and then we'll get them in on it, which will enhance it even more. Okay, ready?
Okay.
It's tough, right? It's not easy. See?
It's so intense.
I know.
feel like.
That's the thing, and this intensity
Okay.
is what actually leads to the spiritual experiences, right? You
Okay.
can see, right, how intense it is. I mean, this is like an intense practice. I'm not messing around here. You know what I mean? And so here, let's get you guys in on this. So
Okay.
what
Do
I like to
sit
do.
on y'all's face or
So I'll show you what.
You like
how does
that.
that work?
I'll show you what to do. So one thing to help you concentrate on the breath is when you breathe.
I love that.
When you breathe in, okay, I trace my hands down your spine. Okay?
Okay.
So you feel the breath going down your spine as my hands trace the breath. Okay, so breathe in.
Oh yeah.
Right? So you focus on my hands, yeah, and then I'll move it up when you go out, right? So that's called like dual spinal breath tracing. They can do the breath tracing while we just chill, right? So what you guys are gonna do,
You're gonna rub up my back.
yeah,
You know?
you can just
Yeah.
trace the breath up the back. So are you guys listening to what was going on? So
Yeah.
when she breathes in, you trace the breath down like this, okay? And yeah, same with me. And then, right? So yeah, let's try that out, okay? So yeah,
So
get
what
right
do we
here.
do with our hands?
So yeah, get in the position.
Okay, you're gonna
You can
when
get-
he breathes in, you go down, and when he breathes
Like,
out.
how do I like? So like, yeah, how do we do this?
So basically,
I think by the spine.
yeah, so we're just gonna we can just put our hands wherever we want. Like our hands are just gonna rest. Yeah.
Okay.
Like something like that.
Alright, keep your mind pure, guys. Come on.
Okay.
This is a spiritual practice. Yeah. So
Sorry.
chill.
It's kind of hard to stay pure in this position.
So this is the thing. Well, that's
Oh.
the thing. So no, that's the thing. So any energy that you feel down there, that's good. But you wanna. So
I didn't know I had energy down there in the first
on
place.
the-
Your body part.
Oh, of course you feel it. Yeah, what you feel, that's energy. So you want to actually
So
force
what?
that.
I guess my
on
kids
the
kinda
in-breath, right?
produce
So what?
this
On the
energy.
in-breath, you want to focus on your breath energy going down and combining with that energy. Then on the out-breath, you actually want to feel that energy coming back up into your third eye.
Okay.
It's called sublimation, right? So you're using that energy that you build down here, and you're bringing it up into your third eye. And that's going to help increase the trippiness, like the spiritual experience of it. All right, you guys ready? So I'm going to start on the out breath, okay? So that means that you're going to start on the in breath. So you are going to start out going down her spine, okay? You're going to start going up my spine on the first breath. Okay, ready? So I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and then breathe out, okay? You know what to do. And then we're
Breathe
going to
in.
Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3.
Wait, how do I do this?
Wait, this is so fast.
Yeah. So you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm just going like.
You want me to breathe at your pace?
Like, why is this so
So
like,
we can do it two
hold.
different ways. So you could actually control the breath, but the thing is, you guys are gonna have to synchronize it. So you guys could actually
You
control
guys
the
need to
breath.
look each other in the eye for real.
But also,
Stop it.
or we could control the breath. I think that's what we should start out as. We will control the breath, and you trace our breath. You follow our breath, okay? And see what this does. This gives you an extra point of awareness. See how hard it is to stray from the breath when you're focused on the breath going from me to you, and you're also focused on it going down your spine.
Are we
She's
supposed to
touching you.
sink and breathing too?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna start out, right? So when
Like I'm rubbing.
No, dude, we got it.
bread or
That's got it.
something.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's do one technique and then we'll call it for the day. All right, this is one that I want to try. This is gonna be more fun. It's gonna be almost like more dancing. Okay, so I'm gonna put some different music on, and we're
I
gonna.
don't think our dancing is the same type of dancing.
It's definitely not going to be.
That's definitely true. All right, so let me. I know this
That's
position is amazing,
Start
but
twerking
let's
the splits up in
let
this
me,
bitch or something.
we're gonna call this
Alright,
the
let's
flying
do
dove.
PG-13.
Okay, the flying dove. So what's gonna happen? We're gonna do it to the beat. So here, everyone put their arms out like this, right? And basically what's gonna happen is the first move, all right, is wings back and look up, right? So wings back, look up, and then wings forward, look down, okay? And then back, look up, forward, look down.
Are we
So
supposed
do
to
it
be
to the
breathing?
beat. Yeah.
Well,
Breathe in on the up, breathe out on the down. All right.
You guys gotta
Am I
start
doing
soon.
it right?
So that's
Okay,
basically how it's gonna be.
everybody
so,
put your hands together, then we'll be
Okay.
beating.
Oh,
But just
that's
for
a
the
good idea.
beginning, or we can
no,
all
let's
hands. Yeah.
exactly. See,
Here,
this
come
camera
on,
is kind of-
come in here.
All right, ready?
Oh, I can feel all y'all's energy.
Rosalind, chill.
Yeah, Roz, let's
Oh
see if you can.
this is
Come
so
on,
See if you
weird.
can grab the hands. Okay, ready? So we're gonna look up.
We're just getting close with each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So ready?
a bonding
We're gonna go back first and up.
You suck at this.
Perfect. No, that's good. So let's do that. I like that. So we'll do it in pairs. All right. So you two grab each other's hands and we'll grab each other's hands. All right. So let me change the music and we're gonna do this to the music. Okay.
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 Okay. Let's start there.
All right. That's perfect. Hell yeah.
You guys actually